With less than 3 days to go until the Velux 5 Oceans Round the World Yacht Race gets underway once again, the 5 competitors from 5 different nations are fully focused on preparing their Eco 60 boats for the rigours of Ocean Sprint 2. The second leg of the race will take some of the world's most elite solo skippers from Cape Town in South Africa on a gruelling 7,000 nautical mile journey to Wellington in New Zealand. Ocean Sprint 2 involves a traverse of unquestionably some of the toughest seas in the world, including the infamous Southern Ocean.
In the Southern Ocean, there's nothing to stop the waves and the wind as they circle the globe. So you've got incredible sea states, which you just wouldn't see in any other ocean. So as we go out there now, we're going to be getting into larger and larger and larger swell, and keeping the boat in one piece, keeping the boat going fast, and avoiding breakages is going to be the main thing.
You know, the biggest challenge I think with this leg is going to be the weather. There's ice to consider this time around. There's a lot of big winds between here and New Zealand, and for me, I want to keep the boat in one piece. You know.
After the first ocean sprint from La Rochelle in France to Cape Town, which began on the 17th of October, American Brad Van Loo emerged victorious and remains the hot favourite to carry off the honours in the second leg.
Again, just like the last leg, I'm going to go out there and try to sail smart and to sail safe, and if I end up on the right side of a couple of weather scenarios that put me out in the lead, I think it would go pretty well that way.
Somewhat of a dark horse before the start of the race, Poland's Zbigniew Gutkowski pushed Van Loo hard the whole way across the Atlantic, taking a commendable second place. However, the Pole remains cautious about his chances out in the Southern Ocean.
Brad and the rest guys, I don't know, this is another story. I have to see what's going on around me, with the weather system. I hope so, making a good job and good simulation and tactician for the next leg. Should be better, but I don't know. I'm not the wizard, you know.
Canadian Derek Hatfield clinched the final podium position in the opening stage of the race, and the 57-year-old feels he might be able to step up a gear from now on.
I'm not going to jinx myself by saying that I can win it, but I'm going to push harder, and I think if all goes well, my presence closer to the front will be felt by Brad and Gutek and whoever else is there. So I'm going to push a little harder. Mentally, I'm in a much better place than I was when I left France. I watched my coffee rations, and physically, I'm feeling much better. Of course, going to New Zealand is a real treat for me, because the children will be waiting for me there, so I'm really motivated to get there quickly.
Hatfield had been pushed relentlessly in Ocean Sprint 1 by Chris Stanmore Major in his first attempt at a solo round-the-world race. The Briton continues to face a steep learning curve, but remains optimistic about his chances.
As we came out of La Rochelle, we had some good speed out in the boat, and later on in the race I wasn't losing ground to anybody, in fact catching up with Derek. So I know the boat's there, and I feel much more on the pace now. I feel much more aware of the boat's kind of performance envelope. I've kind of been to the edge of it, and now I know where to stop. So it's going to be a new challenge to Southern Ocean. It's 10 degrees further south than I've been before, but I'd be very, very disappointed if I wasn't in the podium position. I think I should be able to tussle it out with Gutek and Brad if I can just keep my boat in one piece.
The final skipper to set sail from Cape Town at the weekend will be Christophe Bullens. The Belgian had a drama-filled voyage to South Africa and has been in a race against time to get his boat, 5 Oceans of Smiles 2, ready for the race restart. However, the former tank commander feels bullish about going into battle once again.
I think everybody is racing for the win, and I have to do it, and I have to get my best result, and the best result is first. But we will see. I never make a prognostic in advance, so we will see. And yeah, we are with 5 people, and every 5 is fighting to win.
So the leaderboard ahead of Ocean Sprint 2 is as follows. Leg 1 victor Brad Van Loo tops the table with 15 points. Zbigniew Gutkowski is just 3 points behind. Derek Hatfield has 10 points, with rookie Chris Stanmore Major 2 points adrift of the Canadian. Belgium's Christophe Bullens rounds off the table with 7 points. The race gets underway at 2 p.m. South African time on the 12th of December, with the first skipper expected to arrive in Wellington in the first week of January.